I'm done with marching. We're not marching anymore. The only thing that moves this society is racism and greed. Do not give your hard-earned money back to the people that want you in chains. Black people, we need to boycott. We need to disengage from Black Friday. Hear me again. We need to boycott Black Friday. Unless we are spending our money with Black-owned businesses, we need to boycott Black Friday.
Now, if y'all out there shopping for real, y'all need to go to jail. Y'all need to go to jail. Y'all. Matter of fact, if you out there shopping, you're a Trump supporter. Ain't no deal in the world that good for you to be out there shopping on Black Friday when we trying to prove a point as Black people, as people in general that don't agree with this current administration. If you are out shopping today, you agree with this current administration. I don't care. Argue with your grandmammy because we told y'all to stay home. I've been in the bed. I got bed hair. I've been in the bed. Okay, where have you been? It's only 12 o'clock. You better still be in the bed.
You know how I know the boycott is working? The media is working overdrive to make us believe that our boycott did not work, that everybody is out spending a bunch of money. And I drove past stores today. You had parking everywhere. I've seen tons of creators on this app say they drove past all the regular stores, all the usual suspects. All of them are empty. I've only seen people really stand outside for that little swag bag. And a lot of people said they just left afterwards. So, which one is it?
So the boycott is finally happening, and a lot of people are actually boycotting. Not only that, a lot of stores are so empty this Black Friday. A lot of Black Americans decided to stay back home. And not just Black Americans, even white folks actually joined in this boycott because at the end of the day, it's for the greater good of everyone. And they've understood that, unity is the only way out. And if they come together with one voice, the world will be a better place. And that's what we're seeing play out in recent time. A lot of people are boycotting Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and of course, Christmas. Well, let's take a look at some of the clips I've gathered for you guys. Then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to original creators of this video. Please do well to like and subscribe.
Black Friday hadn't been the same since people were getting bust upside the head for a $100 60-inch TV at Walmart. Y'all remember that? Folks were out here camping in the cold, fighting strangers for a deal that expired at sunrise. It used to feel wild, but now when you really think about it, it just feels sad. Because Black Friday was never about the deals. It was about control. The same thing it's always been about. And if you trace it back, the history of Black Friday says more about America than any sale ever could. Most people think Black Friday started with shopping, but it didn't. The first time the phrase showed up was in 1869, when two white financiers, Jay Gould and Jim Fisk, tried to corner the gold market. Their greed crashed the economy and ruined thousands of ordinary people's lives. The papers called it Black Friday because people woke up broke. 100 years later, the name got recycled. This time by Philadelphia police in the 1950s. They dreaded the Friday after Thanksgiving because downtown was just so chaotic. Traffic jams, shoplifters, stampedes. Retailers hated that negativity, so they flipped it. They rebranded it as the day the stores went into the black, meaning profit. Same greed, new marketing. And by the 1980s, companies realized they could weaponize desperation. They trained people to believe that scarcity was excitement. They built doorbusters, countdowns, and midnight openings. Psychological warfare dressed up as fun. And it worked. People lined up at 3 a.m. to buy stuff they didn't need, while workers barely making above minimum wage risked getting trampled to keep the registers moving. Every year, someone got hurt. Some years, people died. And companies just called it a successful turnout. And when Cyber Monday showed up in 2005, that was not innovation. It was adaptation. Marketers noticed that people were shopping online at work the Monday after Thanksgiving. So they built a fake holiday around it. Now, it's an algorithm instead of a doorbuster. Instead of fighting strangers in a Walmart aisle, we fight the illusion of scarcity on a screen. Clicking add to cart while data brokers track our dopamine. Different battlefield, same manipulation. Black Friday and Cyber Monday collectively rake in about $20 billion every year. Billion. With the B. Billion. But ask the warehouse workers skipping bathroom breaks. The retail clerks missing family dinners. The delivery drivers running on fumes. What do they get out of it? Nothing but exhaustion and abuse. And somehow we call that holiday spirit? So yeah, Black Friday used to be about a $100 TV. But now it's about the $100 billion corporations convincing you that happiness ships in 2 days. We traded Thanksgiving for consumer hunger and worship sales like salvation. They call it Black Friday and Cyber Monday. But what it really is proof that America turned greed into national tradition. We stopped chasing freedom and started chasing discounts. Enough. Stop spending.
I'm done with marching. We're not marching anymore. The only thing that moves this society is racism and greed. Do not give your hard-earned money back to the people that want you in chains. Black people, we need to boycott. We need to disengage from Black Friday. Hear me again. We need to boycott Black Friday. Unless we are spending our money with Black-owned businesses, we need to boycott Black Friday and focus on definitely never shopping again at Walmart, Chick-fil-A, American Airlines, because they were some of the top donors of the Orange Man's campaign. Actions speak louder than words. You can create action in your everyday life, and I'm here to tell you how. Also, I've heard a lot of people from my last video talk to me about how we built up our society before only to have it burned down and torn apart by racist white people. Black Wall Street was thrown out there. Yes, we built societies in the past, beautiful communities, but what we did not do is protect those societies we built. We did not maintain the protection of what we built, and that is what needs to change. We're not going to talk about how we're going to accurately protect what we build online. We need to get out of the whole realm of telling our whole plan on the internet. We need to go back to the days where we grouped up and spoke in real life, in person. And that's going to take the communities that we come from. That's going to take the churches opening their doors for meetings, wherever we can group up and meet in person and specifically talk about our strategies to protect our communities by policing the police and watching out for one another and having people walk through the neighborhood to make sure people are getting home safely. These things need to happen in person. I don't want anybody putting out strategies on how to protect our Black businesses and our Black schools on the internet. We need to do that in person. So we will organize and group up. If you want to group up for that. Stop marching. Group up to talk strategy. Group up in real life to talk strategy. Group up in real life to talk about how we're going to attack all of the problems in our community. We have to get serious and we have to get consistent. So to recap, there is no Black Friday. We're out. The only Black Friday I want to see people talking about is the fact that we're going to make it a point to go out and find Black businesses on Black Friday to contribute to. Walmart, you're done. We boycott you. Chick-fil-A, we're done. We boycott you. You want us in chains? We'll put you out of business.
We have no business going into the third quarter making corporations uber rich. After the year we've had, we could literally cripple this fucking country and bring it to its knees by canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas. Easily. They've been planning and projecting for this income since last year, previous years. They do these reports years out. They've been planning and plotting for you the same way that we sit around and be like, oh, I can't wait till I get my taxes in February, March. That's what they be saying. This is their taxes. And they be like, I can't wait for Christmas. We might slow down in the summertime, but Christmas, everybody's going to let their fucking ego, their sense of competition, their consumerism overtake them. Everybody going to be so fucking short-sighted and ready to just spend some motherfucking money. I don't give a... After the fucking year we've had, we have no business taking our money out of corporations like Target just to wait until November and December and give it all back to them. We have no fucking business. We have no fucking business pouring millions and billions of dollars into toy industries that don't give a fuck about our kids. We have no business making cheap foreign clothes producers uber rich. Like, we don't have no fucking business pouring large amounts of money into this economy. We about to, in the next month, kill millions of turkeys and chop down millions of fucking trees in the United States. We don't got no, like, we got the environmental capacity to just be chopping down trees. like, we just got it like that. Like, we don't have no fucking business. And nobody should have to say. Nobody, you shouldn't wait for somebody to call for a boycott. We've been calling for boycotts all fucking year. When did we start boycotting Target? We've been calling for boycotts all year. It's millions of people across this country that ain't stepped foot in a Target, a Starbucks, a McDonald's, just to name a few, all year. And guess what? Even if you don't participate in politics, oh, I didn't vote, oh, that doesn't apply to me. The way that our country is set up, you vote with your money. You never have to step inside of a booth to vote in this country. Everybody voted. It don't matter if you register. It don't matter where you live. Everybody fucking voted in November of last year. When you empowered corporations to fund PACs to back up these fucking bullshit senators and leaders and our current president to perpetuate the nonsense that we going through right now. We fight for fucking healthcare. We fight to not spend our last to go to the doctor, to go to your primary doctor for a checkup. We're not even talking about cancer or other serious diseases. We're fighting for healthcare. All right, man. I really feel like I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs to the ceiling and nobody gives a fuck. I pray that this message reaches thousands, millions of years. We have no business continuing to make corporations rich. Necessities. All we should be buying right now is necessities. I'm wearing the same gym clothes I've been wearing for 2-3 years. My shoes is worn out. I'm not giving Nike no fucking money, bro. For what? They got billions of dollars. What do they need my fucking $56 for? No. Nah. Do what you want, but as for me and my house, I hope nobody expect this shit from me anyway, because it ain't happening.
Every year, America prepares for the big holiday season. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, stores filled up with decoration, ads pop up everywhere, and companies expect people to spend money like they always do. But this year, something different happened, something big. Black Americans decided they had had enough. They chose to sit out the entire holiday season. No Thanksgiving shopping, no Black Friday lines, no Christmas spending, nothing. A full boycott, a full blackout. And shockwaves, hit the whole country. At first, big corporation didn't take it seriously. They thought it was just talk on social media. They expected everything to go back to normal once the sales started rolling out, right? But this time, people stayed home. Stores that are usually packed were half empty. Malls that normally have long lines had workers standing around with nothing to do. The numbers didn't lie. Black Americans, a huge part of the US consumer market, has stepped away, and suddenly the companies felt it. Then they panic. You could see it in the ads. Overnight, brands started popping out, special discount, exclusive deals, and community forgot sales. They even tried to, appeal directly to Black Americans by selling Black themed Christmas decorations, Black Santa, Black Angels, Black owned collections, displays. Some companies were even thrown in, we support the community messages. But everyone could see that, it really was desperation, not care, not change, just fear of losing money. But the boycott didn't stop. People, kept their wallet closed. No gift, no decorations, no holiday splunks, nothing, because this boycott wasn't just about shopping. It wasn't about the holidays. It wasn't even just about Black Americans. It was about the bigger picture. Policies being passed by people in power that were hurting every family. People, are struggling with high costs, low wages, unfair treatment, and policies that felt like they benefit the rich and powerful people, white people, and every other person gets squeezed. So, Black Americans used the one power they knew people in power couldn't ignore, economic power, and they used it in the loudest way possible by going silent with their money. And something, surprising happened, okay? White Americans started joining as well. Not all, of course, but enough to make the impact even bigger. Because at the end of the day, everyone is feeling the pressure. Everyone is tired of struggling. Everyone is tired of being ignored. And when one group stands up, others who feel the same pain begin to look around and say, maybe they are right. Maybe this is the only way, to make them listen. So now you have a mass blackout. Whole communities keeping their money in their pocket. Whole neighborhoods saying we're not spending. People of different races, backgrounds, and political views joining in, not because they all agree on everything, but because they all feel the weight of decisions being made far above them. The holiday season is usually biggest money, making time of the year. Stores, spend on it. Corporations depend on it. Entire industries depend on people filling up carts and buying things they often don't even need. When that stops, even for a short time, the US economy feels it immediately. And right now, it's feeling it. You can tell because the messaging from companies changed fast. First, it was silent, then confusion, then bribing with discounts, then smiling faces saying, we appreciate your business, but the people are removed because the issue is bigger than sales. It's about fairness, it's about respect, it's about people being tired of suffering while the powerful seem untouched. This boycott is not just a refusal to buy, it's a message you can't keep ignoring us, right? And the more companies try to bait people back into stores, the clearer it becomes that money is the real language of power in America. If the money stops flowing, the powerful start paying attention. That's why the boycott hit so hard. Not because people yelled, not because they protested on the street, but because they did nothing. just silent, just staying home, just letting the system feel the absence. And maybe for the first time, the system is listening. The interesting part is how communities are reacting. Instead of feeling sad about missing out on holidays, many people are actually feeling more connected. Families are cooking simple meals at home. Kids are learning that love is more important than gift. People are giving more time instead of money. Neighbors are checking on each other. Friends are gathering without spending a cent. It's like stripping away the commercial part of the holidays, allowed the real human part to come forward. Anyways, right? People are realizing we don't need to go broke to feel joy. And why companies scramble to get them back, many folks are saying, why did we ever let corporations control our holidays in the first place? The blackout is not just economic, it's emotional, it's social, it's cultural, it's just reclaiming their power. Not just black people, not just white allies, but anyone who feels like the system has been squeezing them too long. Maybe this will, force corporations to start treating communities like ATMs. Maybe this will push the government to listen more closely to the struggles people talk about every day. Maybe this is the start of a new understanding that when people move together, even quietly, they can shake the whole country. And right now, the shaking has already begun, right? But yeah, guys, I would love to hear your own take about today's video. Did you go shopping on Black Friday? Did you boycott Thanksgiving? And will you be boycotting Christmas? I would like to hear your view in the comments. Please do well to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Credit belongs to original creators of this video. See you all on my next. Bye, guys.